What's up, you guys? Today we are working on the 64 Comet Cyclone, and I'll be showing you how to change from your generator system to an alternator system. Here is the generator, and this is an early 289, so these ones did not come with the alternators, but this thing is just not working. It is not charging the battery, and I think it'll be much better to spend your time and efforts onto a one-wire system, which will greatly simplify your whole charging system. So let me turn this thing on, show you guys what's going on, and then we'll get to work. Alright, so as you can see, we're at 12.43, and when I turned the engine on, it went lower with the voltage. I also tried it with the headlights on, and the voltage dropped even lower. I revved the engine past 1,000 RPM to see if there was any change, and as you saw, there was no change with the voltage. So this generator is definitely not charging the battery, and I know you can mess with the polarity and all that, and try to make this work, but I think the one wire will simplify everything. So this is what I picked up. This is from Tuff Stuff. Here is the part number 7068, and this is the one wire 100 amp alternator. So let's check this thing out. It is super nice, and man, this is just going to simplify the whole charging system. So here we go. Take this thing out, and what they do is it has the voltage regulator all contained in the Ford style casing. So this is going to be super cool. Check this thing out. This thing is just really nice, and we will need a different bracket as well. I've got some used brackets over here, and you can pick these up anywhere. They sell these new, but it's just the lower and the top bracket here. So I've got everything that I need. I'm not sure if the belt will be used still, but I think this one's already on its way out, so we'll just get a new belt for that. But yeah, let's get to work. Take off this generator. We're not going to use this big old bracket anymore, and I think the alternator will not be mounted on the lower part of the engine. So let's take this thing out and let's install the one wire. Alright, we've got the alternator mounted, the belt is tightened down, and we are almost ready to go. You will need a shorter belt because the generator one is a lot longer than this one. This is a Napa 257390, and I believe it's a 39.75 inch belt. This belt, along with the brackets, were sent by Garrett, so a big thanks to him. These definitely came in handy. One thing that you want to look at is your pulley alignment. So you want to make sure that the angle is good. You might need to add some washers in behind your bracket right here. Mine seem to be okay, so I'm not too worried about it. And one cool thing about this alternator that you saw is that I was able to turn the back. And this post was right over here, almost touching the block, and you definitely do not want that. So this thing was able to be clocked, and now we got it right here, which is just a straight shot to the solenoid, which is really nice. The last thing that we need to look at is the main wiring harness, and I'm going to go through the whole thing because the main reason for the one wire is that we're getting rid of the voltage regulator and will ease up your wiring. So let's go through this little harness, take out what we don't need and keep what we do need. Let's do it. So this is what we've got. I pulled the harness out and you can see this thing is toast. Toast. It is gone. So good thing that we're doing this conversion because we are doing it at the right time. This thing would have caught on fire. But I'm going to be removing this whole harness here to the voltage regulator. There is only 2 wires that come from the main harness, so I'll just be taping these off because the only ones that you need to worry about is the one wire from the power wire from the alternator to the solenoid, and then just the ground on the tab right here, and that's it. If you don't want to get rid of your regulator harness, you can just tape it all up and just tuck it in here, and then you are good to go. But yeah, this thing is toast, so good thing we are doing the conversion. That's why it's good to always check your wiring, because this could have ended really bad. So alright guys, well, as you can see, the 2 wires, I just taped them up, so there's no more voltage regulator. The alternator is installed, so let's go turn it on and let's check this thing out. So there you go, the alternator is installed and it is finally charging the battery. And man, such a simple upgrade. 1 wire to the solenoid and 1 to your ground, and you are ready to roll. When I turned the headlights on, I also noticed that they were a lot brighter than before, since the battery is being charged now, which is really nice. But this is a very good time to go over your wiring and making sure that everything is in good order, that your grounds are clean. I did end up replacing the starter cable because, to my surprise, this is the original one from 1964, which is just insane. This thing was already on its way out, so make sure that your wiring is good. But man, such a sweet little upgrade, and now we are ready to go and hit the streets. That's gonna be it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Boom.